it went to a final frame decider. I'm just saying.
Oh, you know your stuff. Fascinating. Swings and roundabouts of these matches. One player on top, then it's the other one. And it might not be about how wonderful you are now, it might be about how few mistakes you make.
Yeah, I agree. For in Sean Murphy's case, how good his technique is, that goes out the window now. How much you want it. This looks a good pace in the cue ball.
Yeah, that's a very good shot. Covered all the left-hand side. Can't see any of that. And the ones on the right, well, you can't get back down into the balk area from there. Pink is blocking a path. He's in trouble here. There's no straightforward shot. There's the view he's got. And it doesn't look any better from down there than it does up here. He may be forced into a pot here. It's not easy to even play the dump shot and leave the cue ball down because there's a red over the left-hand top pocket. So the only possibility he's got is if he can go side cushion and drop on that red on the left. That's what he's looking at now. That's the only real shot he's got. So side cushion and try and drop on it, but I'm not so sure that red that's on the left hand near the cushion might be in the way, so we'll soon find out. It's the only shot he's got. Yeah. He could flick it, but he was trying to get in. I think that red on the side, near the side cushion, was just causing him a bit of problems, so he couldn't drop on it. He got that one a bit thin, and he's left him a pot. Mind you, do you fancy this one?
Well, nothing's easy at this point. He's looking at the red that's closest to the black of these two. I'm just wondering if the other one, if you can push through that red and leave the black to left corner. Well, again, he concentrates so much on potting the ball that he's completely forgotten about the cue ball.
One.
I mean, why not even just drop it in for the blue?
Yes, he became pot obsessed there, didn't he? Concentrated.
Played it almost as a shot to nothing.
Yeah, he concentrated so hard on making sure he potted it that he forgot there was another one coming after it. I don't even think he's on the brown. Could have clipped that in, but I think the yellow's covering that.
Well, you can put it going behind the brown, but putting the cue ball in front of the yellow might be good as well.
If you're going to play him behind the brown, Jamie, make sure you hit it hard enough. Nothing worse than you just dropping that in there and you don't reach the brown.
Yellow ball.
He's decided to play the shot you said.
Jamie Jones 1.
He'll be kicking himself. He only got one though.
And this is horrible. I think this is almost better than laying a snooker.
Yeah, he's back down looking at that red again. I think that's probably, well, looking at where he is, it's probably the only shot he's got. He's just trying to play absolute dead weight on the left-hand side as we look, his right-hand side to that red that's near the left-hand corner, and just hope it doesn't roll off. Try and leave the cue ball in the corner somewhere. I can't see any other shot that he can play. He's up the creek, definitely, with no paddle here. This is a shocker. There goes.
Foul. And the miss.
That's the problem playing that
Jamie
shot.
Jones
It just
4.
is not. He's got no other shot to play really, but very difficult when you're bridging down, and if you flick a bit of side on it, can easily move off. He was in all sorts of trouble there. Well, he's got an absolute guaranteed snooker if he wants one, but if he can see the red, then he can pot it. He's probably going to be taking it on. Very tempting to play the snooker here, though. Very tempting. It'd be big trouble. Actually got a bit of both. He could do that. Couldn't see from the angle here, but when he plays this, he's left the snooker as well. So 2 in 1 shot.
Yeah, very good pot. Because he won't be feeling very nice out there at the moment, Shaun Murphy.
That may prove to be a very big miss from Jamie Jones in the middle pocket there. Very big. He had first chance.
5.
Yeah, and the red previously to not land in the colour. He's had 2 great chances in this frame. Sometimes you just ask for 1. He's had 2 already.
Well, that suggests to me the way Shaun Murphy's just hit that one. He's back concentrating properly because he absolutely pured that one.
Well, this is obviously the difference with the 2 players. Shaun Murphy, without a doubt, is a player you expect to win the frame in 1 visit. But if it becomes a scrap, then it's anybody's.
12.
I could have done with another half a roll of the cue ball there. Just to be ideal on the blue, but he can just drop this in and leave a mid-range red. And he can pop this and just screw across for the black.
17.
Just one good shot away from an excellent chance. Needs it round there. Oh.
18.
And he may not be on anything. He's not on the pink in the middle, and he's not on the black in the corner. Can you believe it? Amazing. Couldn't do that if you tried.
Green ball. Sean Murphy, 18.
Well, he's in a horrible situation, tucked up in the baulk cushion, Jamie Jones, but yeah, should be very happy that he's still in this frame.
Yeah, but I know that didn't look like much, but that was a much better safety from Sean. Took a bit more time and concentration there and got the cue ball in a much more difficult position. Pressure on this with the cue in. Oh, that's a good reply though. Very good reply. Looking at a plant there, but I don't know whether he can. That red could go through the gap of the other two to get to the corner. No, don't think so. So yeah, that other red is in the way. So he's just trying to see where, if he plays off the plant, whether he'll promote anything. Important to get the cue ball down behind the yellow here. Poor shot. And a massive margin for error there, but one thing he couldn't do was hit a ball colour.
Well, I'm trying to look at the path that the cue ball's got to take here. Okay, you can take the straight red, I suppose, which he's doing. Yeah. Play for the black. Oh, there's pressure on this. There was pressure on that. Surely not. Normally a 7 or 8 out of 10 shot that for Sean Murphy. As we said at the start of this frame, technique's gone out the window. It's all about bottle now.
Yeah, the only thing I will say about that last shot that Sean missed, the red cannoned into a couple of others and it went across and flicked in front of the black. And that was a bigger result than he could have imagined, because that would have been an easy stun for Jamie onto the black, but that red covering the black made him play another shot. And if there's pressure on Sean Murphy's blue in the last frame, there is on this one as well. Well recovered.
6.
Yeah, an excellent positional shot actually there.
Jamie Jones, 6.
Oh, this game. It does funny things to players, doesn't it? Just pots of blue, riddled with pressure, straight in the corner, as smooth as you like, and then misses that one.
Yeah, it's almost like you think, yes, I've potted a great blue, I'm nicely on the red, what a chance, and you just forget about potting the red. It's almost like you pot the blue and all of a sudden expectation builds up inside you to win the frame.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of concentration goes as well, doesn't it? You're so happy with the shot you played that you just forget to put it all in again, instead of being the same routine. Worrying this one though for Jamie, because the balls are lovely the way they are.
6.
Sean isn't going to keep missing. Well,
7.
in fairness, he didn't miss this one. He lost position, didn't he, in this frame when he ended up snookering himself. So I'd expect him to make enough points here.
Yeah, just a series of stuns and screw shots here. Very
40.
little to do with the cue ball. Cue ball won't be travelling any great distances here
15.
on this break.
$22. 23.
I can't say he hasn't had chances in this frame, Jamie Jones.
30.
That's always a frustrating thing as a snooker player,
31.
if you lose that motorway drive back home, thinking about the chances you missed. Sometimes you don't, it's not as bad when your opponent completely outplays you. If Sean had gone on 110-5, you think fair enough. But he's got back into the match and had 3 golden chances in this frame. Okay, still in the match, at 9-8 down. He's put himself up against it again.
38. $39.
Well, that was just taken for granted he was going to lose this frame. That's not perfectly on the black, but just needs it. Wow. Maybe I spoke too soon.
Sean Murphy, 39.
Yep, it's the shot before, isn't it? I mean, you wouldn't fancy him missing that, but he doesn't have to have it as difficult as that if he plays the shot before properly. Amazing.
Well, what a clearance this would be, John.
Would be one of the best ever from him, that's for sure. Oh, bizarrely, that's not bad.
Well, Sean he comes to the table, huge relief.
Yeah, trouble is, he's going to have to play off the red. He really doesn't want to move off the cushion. That's why I mentioned it wasn't bad. He's red on the right-hand side, can't see snookered. 1 and ball can't see. So the one that was a big insurance policy against the counter clearance is the one red he's got to play off. I might be very tempted just to play this dead weight and sit on it.
I was just going to say that, yeah, the slow double kiss, red full in the face. There's no point in playing another shot.
I bet he doesn't play it though.
I mean, you can't possibly be thinking about sending the red anywhere up the tail because you just don't want to leave a pot on. As you say, just roll onto this red, full in the face.
Yeah, he is. He's going to play it. That's the shot. Yeah, the other one is 46 points in front. You don't have to force the issue.
I may possibly be tempted by the cross double. Red to left middle.
I think if the green wasn't there, he might be playing it. I think that's probably in his mind. Having a look. Yeah, let's settle for that. So will Sean, though, in some respects. That green and brown are very useful for him. Take some form of minor miracle to clear up from there now.
Yeah, he's in a comfortable position in this frame, Sean Murphy. No need to take any risks whatsoever. And I prefer to have the cue ball tight in the baulk cushion there, but as I say, just keep it tight.
Jamie Jones has actually got a chance to lay a snooker here. He gets it really thin. Well, he hasn't, but the blue and pink were always looking like a decent target to get behind. So he's covered 2 of the reds, but not the other one. That's a good shot. Good shot and good way to cue ball. Excellent. For a minute there, I thought he was going to play around the angles and cannon green and brown. That's one thing he doesn't want to be doing. He wants to leave them right where they are. This little exchange, the red balls are certainly coming into possible positions. Even the one that's on the top cushion isn't too bad, because the black will be going back on its spot when it's potted, if you can get a red. Good shot.
Yeah, Sean's played some of the best safety of this match today anyway, in this little safety duel. It's keeping things pretty tight. Although, does this red squeeze past the black?
Wow. He gets through the gap and clips this in.
This game is amazing. Some of the shots he's missed in this frame. And he knocks that red in.
Fantastic pot, wasn't it? I think the red is covering the black spot, so that'll go up on the blue. Oh, digging down, he hit right across that.
Jamie Jones 1.
And that should be end of frame. Yep. Oh, he's
Settle down, please.
absolutely ton aside on that before it even got to the object ball. Would you believe it? The man who can't miss with the rest has missed with the rest. Really just have to do anything with the cue ball there, Sean. Just knock it in. Would have been shake hands and on to the next frame.
One.
So it's just the one snooker going to be required. Although saying that, With my maths not being brilliant at the minute. He's going to have to take the black
7.
if that's going to be just the one snooker. It'd be one snooker to tie if he takes pink. So. And you look like you're going to lose the frame. You'd take that
8.
anyway. Just having a look to see if you can get in behind there anywhere. That green and brown, but they look pretty close to the cushion. It's not straightforward, this.
No, I think if you get up, you know, sort of level with the yellow, you perhaps stun the yellow towards the black, white ball off the left-hand side cushion and behind the brown. Not from there, he can't play that shot. You're going to impress with my
40.
safety play, John, aren't you?
Didn't they add it in you? Marvellous stuff. You were ordinarily too busy potting balls to be thinking about it.
Jamie Jones 14.
Well, if he's got in behind the pink, he's had a result. Yep, he's got enough of it because he's got to swerve it. Oh, take that. Horrible minute there. Thought it was going to just leave him a nice little snooker right next to the blue. So just a little containing shot from Jamie there. Couldn't really get a snooker out of it. That's a good shot. He'll do well to get this safe. He'll do well to get this safe. So, good chance for Sean. Mid-range yellow. Oh my goodness me. Oh, here we go. He's going to knock the brown in. What next? Stay tuned, folks. It's all happening. I think he can get in behind, but even if he does, you've got to be very careful he doesn't knock the brown in here, because if the yellow flicks the green, it might in turn flick the brown in. So very careful.
Foul. Sean Murphy 4.
Well, poor shot. Must have known that was a possibility. So 35 points to the lead.
do that with the last shot.
Sure.
That the yellow's in, and that surely now puts Sean Murphy 9-8 in front.
Sean Murphy 2 in the frame.
So, after the protracted frame with 2s and throws, it's Sean Murphy who takes it. He'll be a very relieved man. He leads by 9 frames to 8.